hurricane season is upon us. Make this year different. Equip yourself with a backup power generator from JH Electric. We can source and supply any size, any type to your specifications. But the best part is we stock generators. No more long waiting and delays for your home unit. We proudly stock from 2,000 watts all the way to 26,000 watts gas and diesel generators. Automatic and manual transfer switches are also in stock. Visit JH Launchers Electrics today.
It is well known that diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and other illnesses may restrict blood flow, which can lead to impotence and erectile dysfunction. This is why Enhance was formulated to meet these challenging health problems, which can reduce your ability to perform. If you're having problems maintaining your manhood, then reclaim your manhood today with Enhance. Enhance increases your energy level, boosts your stamina, and increases your endurance.
You can get your Enhance at South 12 Ye 4 Restorer Pharmacy Soufre, Knightsmed Miku, Lay by Bar The Morn, Dexter's Place Jeremy Street Castries, Citygate Bar The City opposite the market, Plants Place Denry Highway, Arlette Supermarket Soufre, The Release Stress Bar Labrie Highway, Cool Joint Bar Victoria Schwazel, Prios Bus Stop 22 next to the Moshi Bus Stop opposite the Grosley Bus Stop, Prios Bar and Grill in Corinth, Grosley.
Enhance, the best a man can get.
McDowell Supplements, an effective way to ensure you and your loved ones are getting the daily recommended intake of essential vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients necessary for optimal health. Naturally, we carry an array of health and wellness supplements. McDowell's Immune Booster enhances your body's defense to fight colds and flu, boosts your immune system, prevents viruses and other airborne diseases. McDowell's Colon Cleanser prevents constipation, helps in removing toxins from the colon, detoxifies the body, and regulates your bowel movements. McDowell's Prostate Health prevent the enlargement of the prostate, improve urinary flow, and reduce frequent urination, especially at night. Moringa oleifera capsules are rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, zinc, magnesium, iron, and copper, vitamins like beta-carotene, vitamin A, vitamin B such as folic acid, vitamin C, D, and E. McDowell's Potassium Complex, used for treating and preventing low potassium levels, high blood pressure, preventing stroke, and aid in weight loss. McDowell's Triple Magnesium relaxes the muscles, relieves cramps and helps to control high blood pressure, improves sleep, and can calm the nerves. Magnesium is very important for the normal functioning of cells, nerves, muscles, bones, and the heart. McDowell's Ginger Turmeric helps to relieve pain, decrease nausea and enhance the immune function to help protect against illness and infection. Ginger turmeric has powerful anti-inflammatory properties and improves your circulation. Don't hold health back. Let health strike back. McDowell's, the better way to start your health. Visit Health Service Center, John Compton Highway, call 453-6417. Let your wellness be our stress.
Another hurricane season is upon us. Make this year different. Equip yourself with a backup power generator from JH Launchers Electric. We can source and supply any size, any type to your specifications. But the best part is we stock generators. No more long waiting and delays for your home unit. We proudly stock from 2,000 watts all the way to 26,000 watts gas and diesel generators. Automatic and manual transfer switches are also in stock. Visit JH Launchers Electrics today.
The voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Another wonderful Tuesday afternoon to you, everyone. Welcome once again to The Real Issues with me, Shelton Daniel, your host and the producer, alongside our technical operator, Alton Jaquan Joseph. Our program, as you know, is weekdays from 12:30 until 2 p.m. on the radio station Real FM 91.3 for the North and 91.5 South. Simulcasting on NBC Television, Channel 120 on the Flow Cable TV service. We are also on Facebook Live and on YouTube live streaming. I hope you're having a good day so far. It is a good feeling day. It's a good looking day. You know, Jaquan is in his hoodie and long sleeves and all of that because he says the air condition is working super fine and efficient. Why? Because it's cool outside. So cool and cool add to cold. And so he's feeling it, yes, a little drizzle, little shower here and there and so on. It's not one of those hot periods of the day as it tends to be on most occasions. And for that, you know me, I'm always grateful for it. I think we're going to have an exciting program today, don't we always? But this morning, Terry messaged me to say that he won't be able to join me because he's been called to a meeting. And so he has other things to attend to. But I know I've received some calls from some people who I expect to call and who are going to make this as exciting as possible. Do you need to reframe the shot? Because I've moved so that I can be a little closer to the mic. He says that I'm okay. You know, these days when you're in a radio studio, which is where The Real Issues is hosted, you have to behave like you're on TV because with all the cameras and the simulcasting and the streaming on Facebook Live, you know, you have to position yourself well so that you're in the shot. You have to dress well and dress better because even if it's primarily a radio program, it's simulcast on TV and on social media. You know, speaking of social media, I see that one of the things that has been trending appears to be some kind of confrontation, altercation between a local lawyer and police officers who it seems had accosted him because of the tint on his vehicle, whether he shouldn't have any tint. It can be. It's whether the tint, the darkness of it is excessive, and police, I think under the law, should be able to, without too much difficulty, see inside a vehicle what's going on as part of law enforcement. And that is why when I bought my vehicle, the dealer asked me whether I wanted them to handle the tinting, and I said yeah, because I know you will do it in accordance with the specifications and the law and so on, how much mirror it must have on it and how much darkness it must have, etc. So that, you know, I figured they would know better than I would, according to my taste, what to do with it. But, you know, what I think most people found disturbing was the behavior of at least one of the officers during that confrontation. And it's not because it's a lawyer. The degree of aggression and daring and, you know, I dare you to move off if they call, you know, kind of man kind of thing. And people are disturbed about that. But if there's any comfort that I can give you, having been around and on the road for a little while, is that when it comes to police acting aggressively, we are in a much better place than we were in times past. I mean, there was a time where police believed that they were a law unto themselves, that their authority was unchecked and unlimited, that they could do and say anything that they wanted to people, and that if the person said anything to them that they didn't like, they had a right to apply the gorget, they had a right to apply the punch in your mouth to fly your teeth, they had a right to handcuff and manacle you in the most uncomfortable way, to make you lie down on the asphalt, the pitch, and you know how that thing can get hot. So when a policeman tells you to lie down there and maybe has his gun cranked and you feel you have no choice, you know what it means. All your belly, all your skin, all your chest getting roasted on the pitch, and maybe to take you away out of sight of people and to put some bull pistol on you and all the kind of abuses that used to take place with seeming impunity. They used to get away with it most of the time. They had other officers, speaking up for them and lying for them, and we are in a much better. I'm not telling you these things don't happen anymore, but they are not as commonplace as they once were. We have a police force that by and large comprises members who understand that they are accountable and they are likely to be held accountable, that there's still a few who slip through the cracks and so on, and they don't they don't get held to account for the things that they do. But it is a lot better. we are never in the place where we should be. But my advice to anyone who finds themselves in any kind of such confrontation with police, it is best to follow the general rule of comply and complain. Don't get into tangles and scrapes with them and scuffles and all of that where their gun might accidentally, quote unquote, go off, where they might shoot you because you were reaching to grab their firearm, or they thought you had one, or you were having your hand going in your pocket and they thought you were pulling out a firearm and you had a knife which can easily be planted, and a whole lot of different things that can happen. Comply, and especially if you're someone who holds the position of a lawyer, you can always write later. The mere fact that this piece was video was